Okay, so this video here is about increasing your conversion rate for the leads that you generate online. So when you're spending money to market your business to then bring in more leads, it's really important that you have a systemized process by which you convert those leads into valuations and then those valuations into instructions. That is really how you make money on the other end, because once you're paying money into the system, you want to have a clear path of getting that money back out. Now, a lot of the stuff that I'll talk about in this video will seem really simple and really basic, but it's so important, because I've had clients before where we haven't done these kind of things, and we haven't put this kind of training to them, and their conversion rates have plummeted. So even though we've done the job on our end, it was really important that we then trained the staff too, so that we could make sure they got the consistent results that they were after to grow their business. So when a lead comes in through your internet marketing, how do you then turn that lead into a phone call as quickly as possible? Well, the first step is to use something called Zapier.com, which I've linked to below. It is a free piece of software for the most part. There are premium parts if you're using like Facebook lead ads, for example. But assuming you are just using different landing pages and it is coming straight from your website, the lead, what you can then do is have that lead being sent to the office phone and set a specific text tone for when a lead is generated, so that the front office, when a lead is generated, they can treat it like a fire alarm and they know it is a specific lead that has come in. So lead gets generated, certain text comes off, member of staff goes straight to the phone to be able to then call the prospect back. Prospects laugh when this happens. So when someone phones them back that quickly, usually the conversation starts with, that was really quick. And it sets off such a great tone for the conversation, because they know that you're competent then. They've tried to get in contact with you and you have got in contact at extreme speed. No one else does this once more, and it is a great differentiator because it then shows your competence just without you having to say anything. It's just your competence in terms of your actions as a business. And they're probably thinking something along the lines of, well, these people are probably congruent if they're like this with me getting in contact. I wonder what they're like when they're selling my house. And that's exactly what you want them to be thinking, because they're then going to be more likely to do business with you when you do book them in. So these small things really do add up. They're really key. It's really important to give a great first impression once they try and get in contact. If you're not already purchasing a service where your phone lines are fulfilled by someone else when there is no one in the office, you need to be having your pay-per-click ads only running during opening times, because if a lead is generated, it is absolutely key that that lead is talked to within really 5 minutes of that lead being generated. And I know that sounds really quick, but leads on the internet go cold extremely fast. If someone gives information and says they want a call back, that callback has to happen really quickly. And if that person isn't responded to within that 5-minute time frame, it's really important that the person on the phone is both quick and tenacious at getting back to them. So that involves calling up again and again, usually 8 times at a minimum, to try and get back to being in front of that customer to have the conversation that they requested. So they've asked you to phone them at this point. It's just about getting in front of them now. So usually if you have phoned them very quickly, it's then a very easy process to then book in the valuation. However, once you are on the phone, it's really important that the person isn't, sent off to someone else. I've seen it before with previous clients again, where leads have come in, they've paid considerable money for that lead to be generated, and then had the person who was on the phone, the receptionist, essentially brush off the prospect, which is probably the worst thing you can do at that point. What you want to have is someone who is friendly on the phone, someone who knows the goal of that conversation and is able to book in that potential customer into either a valuation, viewing a property, whatever they are, whatever revenue generating activity they want to partake in with your business. You want to make it extremely easy for that person on the phone to then get in contact with them. The way to do this is through scripts. Having script is probably the most easy way to keep this consistent and to keep everyone to a high quality standard when it comes to making sure that your conversion rate is consistently high. In my Facebook course, where I give a 7-day free trial and then give a really low price for the course, just to really blow you away with value, I do offer a script that you can download for calls like this, but it's very easy to actually develop a script yourself for your business. So all you have to do is list the bullet points of what you need to know in order to book an appointment. So literally get a piece of paper, think, if I need information for an appointment, what do I need? And then write those down. I suggest doing it right now as you're watching this video. Write down a quick list of bullet points of what you'd like to know before you step into someone's property to hold a valuation. Give your staff that script so that they can ask those questions and book in a time as well when a lead does come in. It's really as simple as that. It doesn't have to be anything complicated. It just has to be consistent across the board, because the last thing you want is a team member saying, again, something along the lines of, sorry, the sales team aren't in at the moment, can you call back?
Yeah, hi. I'm thinking of putting my house on the market, and I'm ringing around a few agents this morning just to get an idea of what your fee structure is
Yeah, okay. Is that for sale or for rental?
for sale.
You will need to speak to one of my sales team. Now they're all out on appointments at the moment. I deal with lettings, so I don't want to sort of lead you up the wrong path.
Never want to be saying that to a lead. You want to be getting them to the next stage of the sales process at all times, but doing it in their best interest. As long as they're not, resisting it. If they don't want to do it, then obviously don't force them. But if they're calling you to go to that next stage of the sales process, don't say no for them, because that is just stopping money coming into your own business. And so many businesses do this. So I also have a quote here from a recent Seth Godin book called This Is Marketing, which is really key for estate agents. The quote is this: according to the statistics given by the National Association of Realtors in the United States, more than 90% of the people who hire a broker do so by choosing the first person to return their call. So this is how key this is. 90% of people, on average, will go with the first person who returns their call. So you need to have systems in place that make it really easy for you to then get back in contact with someone. Because again, it's a simple thing, it's really often overlooked, and the chances are your competitors, won't be doing something like this. So if you have a system in place that allows you to be that person who's getting back in contact with people the quickest, you will see that you start scooping up more of the market share than a lot of your competition. They just have the leads come in and then think that, the advertising isn't working, this kind of thing is just a sham, it's not meant to work in a estate agency, and that's just not true at all. It's really important that the systems are then correctly in place, not only for the marketing side, but also for the handling within the business. That's probably even more important, because if that isn't there, then the money doesn't come out the other end. You don't see a return on investment if there aren't the systems in place to be able to turn the leads that are generated into customers in a reliable fashion. You might as well not be doing online marketing if you're not willing to have the systems in place to be able to turn those leads into prospects and then those prospects into valuations. So once again, probably seen this in my previous videos, but if you'd like any help with any of this stuff, we do offer implementation services. So if you're interested in having me and my team come in and implement this and other systems into your business so that we can actually generate the leads, turn those leads into valuations, and then allow you to just do the estate agenting of the business, feel free to go to estateagent.marketing/apply. And then there you can see some testimonials, you can book in a time, and then you just have to fill out a couple of questions to make sure that we are a good fit to come in and offer our free blueprinting service where we can sit down, draw out a plan of attack with you, make sure that we're a good fit for each other, and then we can talk about whether you guys want to become clients or not. So if you're interested in that service, once again, it's estateagent.marketing/apply. However, if you're not, this was a very simple video, but I hope you take it seriously, because it's a really, really, really important factor to running a successful estate agency that is partaking in internet marketing, and that is just having consistency when it comes to people coming on the phone. So generate your own script, just literally a couple of bullet points about what do people need to say on the phone, and then make sure all your staff know. That's just a communication thing. Communicate it to the team. Anyone who's going to be likely to pick up the phone, just make sure they are trained in being positive on the phone, able to book appointments, and then you'll be fine. Everything will be good from there. And take this information, implement it, and I hope you see great returns from something as simple as this. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you had value from reading the blog post too, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you very much.